Hey everybody, welcome back. I really have enjoyed seeing your animal research books. You guys are really picking some interesting animals, and I love to see all the progress that you have made and found the research that you're finding on your animals. I appreciate your sharing, and I hope you guys are enjoying finding out about an animal that maybe you hadn't known about before. So last week, I asked you to pick out one animal from two different websites, either one was fine, and create the step book and create the cover and possibly work on the first page or the habitat. If you did not do the habitat, that's fine. We're going to keep working on this project for probably the next couple of weeks, so it'll give you a chance to get caught up if you are not caught up. So last week, what I had you do was to choose an animal, any animal that you wanted on the two websites I put on our media page, and create the step book. Now, listen, if you could not figure out how to make the step book, it's okay. You can just put them on pieces of paper if you want. I've seen people post things online. I just I fold it in a step book because it makes it a little bit easier for me to organize my thoughts that way. This is a great suggestion, but if you find another way to organize your information, that is fine too. So what I had asked you to do last week was when you find your animal to please complete your cover. So I have the name of my animal, the giant panda. I attempted to draw a giant panda. I'm not the art teacher, but I sort of traced it and then colored it. This is green paper, so you can't really see the white very well. And then I put my name. I had asked you to do the first page, the habitat. Habitat is where they live, and to do a little research on where they live and write 2 or 3 sentences. If you did not get that far, that's fine. You can work on that today. What I want you to do today to continue working on the book, the next step is the diet page. Now, I want you can go back to, and I'll post the websites again, San Diego Zoo and National Geographic Animals. And I want you to find out, to research what your animal's diet is. That doesn't mean that they need to watch what they eat and lose weight. The diet just simply means what they eat. So when I did some research on the giant panda, I found that pandas mostly eat bamboo. Now, bamboo is native, grows naturally in China, which is where pandas typically are in the wild. Sometimes, though, they will eat some kinds of fruit and even insects. So I wrote a couple of sentences and I drew a picture of bamboo, and that's a little apple. Again, I'm not the art teacher. So just find out a few things about what your animal eats and draw a picture if you can. Also, if you have time, we're going to work on the next page of our book, and it says characteristics. That simply means, what does your animal look like? So it could be the size, the color, any distinct features that your animal might have. Now, panda bear, when you think of a panda bear, they are black and white, and they are covered in fur, and they don't get any more than about 2 or 3 feet tall, which is about the size of a kind of a small refrigerator. So what I did was I drew my little panda bear next to a refrigerator so you can kind of get an idea of size. And I wrote, pandas have black and white fur. They can be up to 2 to 3 feet tall. Pandas are mammals. So a mammal is a warm-blooded animal. So you can find out a few facts about what your animal looks like, its size, its color, anything that is unique to them. That's called its characteristics. What does it look like? You can draw a picture and write 2 or 3 sentences describing what your animal looks like. And that's all I want you to do today. Now, last year we used our library webpage quite a bit. It's called Destiny, or that's the company that we'd go through. And we would have to type this really, really long web address to get there, and it was like multiple steps. Well, this year they did us a big favor by putting our library Destiny page on your blended learning. So you can go through your blended learning folder and you can click on Destiny, and they're in ABC order. So when you click on Destiny, what will come up are all the names of every school in Duval County. So you will click on our school, Brookview, and what will come up is our library webpage. And on that webpage, you'll have our book of the month, some author pages, and you'll see where it says student research. The web pages that we're using for our animal page, animal research book, are under student research. So if you want to find them that way, you can, and I will post directions both ways to find the websites. But it'd be a good idea to start going through Destiny, because that would be something that we'll be using quite a bit this year. So again, you can go through your blended learning folder. You'll find Destiny, and click on Brookview, and that is our very own library webpage. And where it says student research projects, you'll find the 2 websites that we're using for our animal project, the San Diego Zoo and the National Geographic Zoo on there. Again, I only want you to find out their diet. What do they eat? Characteristics. What do they look like? We don't need to go any further. And if you want to work on the cover and maybe the habitat where they live, you can do that as well. Draw a picture. If you have crayons, you can color it. If you don't, no big deal. Write a few sentences about describing their diet and characteristics. And then, again, set it aside in a safe place, because we're going to be coming back to it again next week to finish up the rest of the book. So I can't wait to see what information you have found. If you want to post your step book to let me know the facts that you found for today and the progress you've made on the book, that would be great. I can't wait to see what you guys have done, and I'm looking forward to seeing your progress. You guys have fun and enjoy researching your animal, and I will see you again next week. Bye, guys.